Live from Harbor Station, it's the Vector Spaceman Show. Now here's your host, Vector Spaceman.
Hello, Space Cadets. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's your old pal, Vector Spaceman. We're once again coming to you live, straight from Harbor Station, broadcasting on all frequencies to our beautiful planet Earth. Thank you so much, everybody. How are we all doing tonight? Good to see ya. Friendly faces, new faces. It's nice to see such absolute action in the chat right off the bat. You guys, let's zoom on out here. Zoop, 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 zoop. There we go. Oh, look at that. Our latest and greatest space cadet. Aika Konata, nice to see you here. Now, whether you're watching us live or you're catching us after the show, don't you know we're so glad to have you on board. Thanks for helping us make outer space the place to be. Tonight, Saturday, November 4th, 2023. Welcome back to the show, Space Cadets. And if you're just tuning in for the very first time tonight, then of course, welcome aboard. I'm Vector Spaceman, your host of the one and only Vector Spaceman Show. And of course, the even more rarefied Vector Spaceman specials. Tonight, we celebrate 2 years of streaming here on the program, as well as premiere our latest, and some might even go so as far as to say greatest animated production. Brought to you, of course, by collaborative effort from all of our wonderfully talented actors, many of whom are up here in the chat, who have done another great job bringing our cast of characters to life. We're going to be showing off the main feature soon, and we're going to be talking about the future of these specials, as well as the show itself, which you can expect to see kicking around and sticking around into the foreseeable future, as we'll continue to look for new ways to bring you novel entertainment for your casual enjoyment. We understand, of course, that you have a choice when it comes to streamers, and we thank you for flying with Air Spaceman. Check it out, MacPhage VT, our latest and greatest space cadet. So nice to see you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. It is crazy that it's been 2 years already, man. Goodness gracious, it's hard to keep up here. Lida Myosotis. Oh my goodness. Peppy Talks. Nice to see you. Welcome to the program. Kingsley. Good to meet you. Lord Max has arrived, and we're so grateful to have you here. Maven's up in the chat. Hello, Maven. Oh, are you bringing in friends? Is that what's going on? Hello, Maven. I hope things are going well. I don't want to spoil anything, but we might get to see some of these wonderful faces on the main feature tonight once we get around to it, guys. We're watching live. Hello, everybody over on Maven's channel. It's nice to see you all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the show. Thanks for supporting Maven. She did a great little job with this feature that we're going to be showing off. It's nice to see you here. It's nice to see so many new faces, so many new space cadets. You guys, if you're new here tonight and you like what you see, you can always stay up to date with all of our broadcasts and never ever miss a show by following Vector Spaceman on Twitter, YouTube, and of course right here on Twitch. Check it out, because we are going to be sticking with this show into year 3 and beyond. Thanks for spending these last 2 years with us, Space Cadets. It really has been a treat, and I hope that the program that we've put together tonight is enough thanks to show how much we appreciate having you guys stay tuning in week after week, day after day, special after special, so on and so forth. All right, you guys, let's get into things here, shall we? Let me just do a quick little cheeky audio switch real fast. There we go. Pleasant. Lovely. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to Harbor Station. I'm your custodian, your host, Vector Spaceman. We're going to take a quick glance at the chat here because it's moving so fast. And I was in my monologue phase. Good to see so many lovely folks. Sharksighted, nice to see you. Neff, of course. Ruby and MacPhage. And Lida, and Peppy, and Kingsley, and everybody who's showing up. Showing up and showing out. Vector, you're amazing. Thank you so much, Kern. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I'm your biggest fan, saw in my visor. You know we would, Buffy. You know we would. It is Spaceman season. Space jazz. There'll be more opportunities for space jazz. He's so good at monologuing, though. It's true. The skill to just talk on end. Sometimes I don't even know where we're going. Welcome, you guys, to our latest Spaceman and Friends production. It's November. We burnt up 2 whole months working on this thing, working on this bad boy. And boy, I sure do hope that you guys enjoy it. It's the big show, Space Cadets. It's tangentially, proximally the Halloween special. It might not be as Halloween as last year's special, but it's certainly as special, I think. And that's what's important, right? And perhaps even more so. We got to work with some new cast members for this feature, and that's always fun. And I'm not going to spoil who. You'll see when the time comes. We also made it a point to reach out to the wider virtual streaming public for this episode. We brought in a whole host of background extras to fill in certain scenes. Trying some new stuff out on this feature. It's already been a year since the last Halloween special, the same time every year, if you can believe it. But you guys, you know what's crazy? Is that it's actually been 10 months since we had a Spaceman special proper. Because the last one that we really did was last year's Christmas special. We didn't get to do the full summer special that we had planned. We just had that little Canada Day short. Reminder, guys, for you guys who are tuning in for the very first time here, you can check out all of the Vector Spaceman specials and animated skits and shorts and segments over on our YouTube page, if that wants to work. Evidently not. Maybe that one works. There you go, now you can find them. We got a little playlist with all of our animated bits and bobs. Has the special began yet? Am not home yet? And no, it has not begun yet, Palm. I'm just freewheeling. Speaking my mind, as it were. Still on the intro segment, as it were. Yes. We're calming down. We're saying hello to everybody. I'm sorry, I don't want to waste your time, guys, if that's what's being implied here. If you just want to get on with it, if you just want to get to the main attraction, if that's what's going on here. But yeah, you're all just in time. We haven't gotten around to it yet. We're just appreciating that it's more than just the special tonight. It's also our 2-year streaming anniversary. You know, we always sort of gotta dance around Halloween because it was November 1st when we first started streaming, 2 years ago. Big thanks, by the way, to everybody who helped spread the word for this special, and of course to everybody who made their own little submissions for those background scenes. We got a really great response. I don't think it could have been better. And to be honest, if it was any more enthusiastic, I'd start worrying about not being able to accommodate everybody. We had some new and exciting production issues this time around as well. I'll save discussion on that until after the big show. But suffice to say, as always, we learned a thing or two throughout this editing process. But, if I ever meet, Johnny Adobe, or whoever invented Premiere, I'm gonna have choice words. We're gonna have a moment. We do love production issues. You might recall that we had that lovely 12 blue screens of Christmas special last time we tried to put one of these together. No fatal system errors this time. No, we just had our programs just shut down for no good reason, without warning, without even a fancy, critical error. Oh boy, exactly, Ellie. By the way, hello Ellie, and hello Soul, and hello everybody else that I missed. Chat's moving unnaturally fast tonight. Hello Geo. Said hi to Palm. I hope you're all doing well. Wherever you was at tonight, whatever you was up to, I hope you're having a great Saturday. Thank you. True, it is just how it goes. But you know what? We're gonna find ways to mitigate those issues. This is something I was gonna talk about later, but going forward, I think we are gonna change up the way that we do these specials. We're really gonna have to streamline our production process even more so than we already have. Hello, Lazy8244, our latest and greatest space cadet. Welcome to the program. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. When Vector says unnatural, you know it's bad because he's in space, and space is strange, spacey things. You're absolutely right, Gohaku. You couldn't be more right. Grins and lurks? That's how we like our lurker. We like our lurkers stay grinning. Actually watching on my phone while walking around Walmart. Ah, enterprising. Well done. Now, like I said, We started streaming 2 years ago, November 1st. And a 2-year streaming anniversary on the surface, on paper, in an objective sort of way, might seem more impressive than a 1-year anniversary. But I'm not sure that it is. Oh, bots. Hold on. Get rid of that. Ooh. Thank you, Maven. Yes. 2 years of the Vector Spaceman and Friends show. But this is what I mean. Like, a year of streaming, that's a point of commitment. That's something special. And we saw a lot more change in the first year of the show than we did in this past year. In that first year, we saw the launch of the show. We saw the release of the 2.0 model, the one that we're using right now. We saw the first animated special, and the first Halloween special, for that matter, which was a much more intricate animated special than our first sort of test run. We've continued to one-up ourselves as these have progressed, and I'd like to think we've done a good job on this latest episode as well. The problem that we're facing is that it just gets harder and harder to do better episodes consistently. What about the infinitely teased 3.0 model? Well, this is one of the things I'd like to focus on for year 3, as it were. It was actually on my list of things to get around to, you might recall, for the second year of streaming. We had a whole list at our first anniversary special. Here's what we're gonna work on. We wanted to do our 3D model. We wanted to do more musical content. We wanted to do more this and that. And we didn't really have all that much time for it. And part of that is because doing these specials is like it's like burning up 2 months of my time every time we want to do these. And we're kind of at the ragged edge of what we can do as one person. So that's one thing I am seriously considering going forward, is expanding sort of the production of these specials, so that we don't have Spaceman doing every single little thing. Not that our actors aren't doing their best, but on the production side, it's really just Spaceman behind the screen. But year 2, we saw 2 more specials. We saw a handful of shorter skits. And that's kind of what I think I'd like to focus more on going into year 3. Shorter productions, more frequent productions, little skits, little sketches, stuff like that. You get to see more of Spaceman and Friends more often. Indy, hello! Good morning, Spaceman, and good evening. Nice to see you, Indy. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. Nep, good to see you. What did you miss? Nothing so far. We haven't even gotten to the big show yet. We're gonna get there shortly, though. Briefly. Presently. Shockingly, self-producing a cartoon is a lot of work. It is, but you know what? I've really felt from doing these quote-unquote animations, because a lot of it is assisted, of course, with Live 2D, but that's kind of something that we can leverage. But I really have sort of refound my interest in animation as like a thing to do. I've spoken before that, like, I'm not an artist professionally, that this is all just hobby stuff, but it's kind of something that I could see myself doing if I was to really, knuckle down and put something proper together. And maybe we could make something real out of it. It's interesting, conceptually, and it's something I'm going to be giving a lot of thought to as we venture into year 3. Avern, hello, how are you doing tonight? The exhale of relief? What do you mean, Dragon? Also, hello, Dragon. Nice to see you. Guys, you're gonna see a lot of Dragon tonight. You're gonna see Dragon in ways you didn't think you could. The feature that we're gonna be showing tonight is actually the longest that we've ever done. With legs? No, we've actually seen Dragon with legs. If you recall, Dragon with legs was our very first Spaceman special. You gotta go on a deep lore dive. Tired and excited to watch? Yes, we're all excited to watch. We're all excited to watch the latest special, which I've got some stats here. The stats are fun. This one clocks in at over a half hour just on its own. Like I was saying, it's the longest one we've ever done. Those of you who have seen the past specials may have noticed an absence of a pre-show skit this time. We just didn't have any extra time. All the work went into the main feature this time around. But as I said, I think it's a good one. I think it's a good feature. It's easily our most touching episode that we've done. Our most sweet and saccharine in some senses. And I think that's owed to the character interactions, including some that we don't normally see in these productions. We tend to have like a pretty stable cast, but our previous episodes have always focused on like the triad of Vector and Dragon and Neff, whereas this time we get a lot more of the girls. If you've seen the promotional material for this episode, the episode is titled Girls Fright. And it's all about girls getting up to stuff, which turned out to make for some pretty fun scenarios. Girls' night, girls' night, girls' night, exactly. So because we probably have some new viewers here tonight, here's something that I wanted to do. Speaking of speaking of cast of characters, check this out. Where is my tablet? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for them bits. Check this out. Ah, I moved. I was on the wrong screen. Here we go. Bada 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 bada. Look at this, you guys. Bada. It's our rogues gallery, our whodunit, our central recurrent cast. And because we have so many new people tuning in tonight, I thought we might want to introduce some of the people that we're going to see. Sort of do a little primer, as it were, for what we're about to experience. It was definitely Jim. I didn't mean it was like a whodunit, like a mystery to be solved. Although we do tend to do a lot of mystery sort of episodes, don't we? It was definitely jammy. Gotta be jammy. Jammy's always getting into a jam, as it were. Innocent, you swear? Look at Alpine, he looks sketchy. Well, yeah, I drew out a little Alpine because Alpine is... Let's go in order here. Top 3, top left, you're going to see Ellie, Lyra, Rig, members of the Nova Swarm. Let's do a little shout out for the Nova Swarm. Nova Swarm _VT3. Bam. A trio of streamers, and if you guys aren't following the Nova Swarm, be sure to do so. And Nova Swarm really, it was interesting. I was thinking about this. Oh! Thank you, Neff. Thank you for the big cheers. And Corey Ojo's up in the chat. How are you doing? Rig confirmed one of the girls. Honorary girl. If you aren't following Nova Swarm, literally, what are you doing? Seriously. I was thinking as I was writing this episode that the Nova Swarm, the way that I write them is kind of like a weird inverse of how I write Dragon and Neff and Vector. Like they make a good set of foils, as it were. Very good characters. And we always have Rig and Dragon and Vector sort of hanging out and doing stuff. We're going to see some of that tonight as well. Dragon, of course, in the black up there. Little motorcycle man, little spaceman, space navigator. And the thing about Dragon is, and this is going to be confusing for people who are not steeped in Spaceman lore, the man has no legs. This was something that we found out too late into production to sort of remedy the very first time that we did these. Just doesn't have a lower half of his model. So we worked around it. And now it's one of our loveliest gags. And you'll notice that a lot of these characters are sort of space themed, which works really well for Spaceman specials. With the exception of perhaps some of our animal VTuber friends, like Manayu and Kohaku down here. Sea Turtle and Dinosaur, respectively. But very good friends of the show, and we love having them on the program. And we're shuffling over to the left here. Tom and Zenobia, again, space-themed, sci-fi-themed streamers. everybody that you'll see on the show is, of course, a virtual streamer themselves, which is great. And then, of course, we have old what's-her-name, old Neff up here, Neffletanin, Neffaltnin, Neffaltatatan, or Neff for short, for ease of use, for ease of struggling in your mouth. I wonder what sort of shenanigans she's going to be getting up to tonight that has precipitated an entire animated special. That's not how you say it. Well, maybe you'd like to come on the show and educate us sometime. Poor Mana was kidnapped by work, but she wishes she could be here. I know, she sent me a lovely message before the show started saying, oh, I wish I could be there, and I'm going to watch the VOD afterwards, and I really hope she enjoys it as well. Now, yes, our sketchy little Alpine Showtime here. Alpine, for his involvement with these specials, first of all, tremendous streamer, like tremendous artist, and virtual streamer, and just envelope pusher, as it were, when it comes to Live 2D. Alpine Showtime gets involved with these specials, and we kind of just put him in, like, roles that need to be filled, and it's great. So you may see him pop up from time to time. Don't expect a whole lot of continuity with Alpine characters. He's just there to be great. He's there to be lovely. He really is an everything doer, exactly. He is the cameo toolbox, exactly. That's a perfect way to describe it. He is the Swiss Army character, as it were. He can fill any role. All right, check it out. I'm putting the tablet away. Bam. And I'm shuffling up here. Jump. And I'm trying to remember what hotkey I used to recenter myself. There it is. Last but absolutely not least, sandwich. Oh, that's right! Jammy! Galaxy Jamwich. Check it out. Floating space sandwich, who unfortunately is taking a little hiatus from streaming at the moment, but we wish her all the best. And of course we got her involved in this special in a kind of, how you say, a critical role. You're gonna like what we've done with Jammy tonight, you guys. The glitching out model is a bit, right? Glitching out, oh. Are we experiencing trubs already? Or is Palm suffering from bad webs? You be the judge. TF2 heavy sandwich? Yes, sandwich. Revitalize yourself. Heal yourselves on Galaxy Jamwich. Alright, it looks like we're getting hit by an ad real quick. Hold on a sec. I think that's plan. I don't wanna start too early while everybody is stuck watching ads or anything like that. Do you remember vodka? Palm, you need to park the spaceship to watch without buffer. Yeah, exactly. Palm, come on, you gotta hurry home. You gotta hustle. You gotta move it. You wanna give us an ETA? Because I think we're pretty close to getting into the show here. I'll just stretch it out by taking drinks and stretching and chit-chatting. How was your guys' day? Did you guys get sleep within the last 48 hours? Because I didn't. Because I was working on the special. Is that an Adobe Flash pen? Look at the cultured individuals in this chat here. All right, this is gonna screw up my model, but check this out. Jom. You're absolutely right, it's an Adobe Flash. And you know why? Because the Vector Spaceman was created entirely within Adobe Flash. Because that's the program that we've been using for 9,000 years. Oh no, some people are getting hit with ads. Deep Spaceman lore indeed. No, I've just always loved using Flash as an illustration tool. And I thought, well, why not lean into that when I started making my very first live 2D models, and we've been improving on it ever since. It goes big. Rip Flash. No. You know what? Flash is still, it's still rocketed. Flash ain't dead, man. It's just underground. And new ground, for that matter. Got an ad immediately. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, we are a Flash-based spaceman, which is great because it means we're infinitely scalable. We love those vector graphics. Yeah, it's still around. I mean, most browsers need like a plugin in order to run SWF files. But I mean, it's still a supported format where it counts. Flash is like malware now. You're like malware now, man. Get out of the chat. Stop messing up my chat with your bad takes and your negativity. Jeez. Banned. Yeah, who wants to be our first mod so that they can give Dragon the business? It is still supported in our hearts. You're absolutely right. Backpage! Look at this! A certified space ace. Thank you so much. You guys. The appreciation that we feel when we're doing these shows. Thank you so much. Now, as I said, this is a longer feature tonight. What the heck? Slimy? Thank you so much. You know you don't have to do this. You know we do it all for free. Love Flash. I studied it in college. Nice. You know, technically, if we want to get real, you know, technical about it, pedantic, if you will, Flash is still supported in the sense of, you know, there's Adobe Animate, which is just Adobe Flash, but, you know, wrapped in a new coat of paint, as it were. Still exports Swift files, still works with FLA files. It's pretty much the exact same thing. Just the brushes are a little different, unfortunately. Hype trains? Oh, we love a little hype train, don't we? What a little treat. Thank you so much, you guys. And you know what? I wasn't really paying attention, but look at this. We sort of smashed through the follower goals. 365, I think, was initially like the pie in the sky 1 year dream. So the fact that we got to that by year 2 is pretty cool. You know, that we're meeting like a brand new space cadet every 2 days. That's pretty cool. Sneaky Adobe. Yeah, exactly, man. Just be true to yourself. You know, admit that ActionScript is kind of cool, and we don't really care if, you know... I mean, who was getting scammed with Flash ads and stuff like that? Didn't it make the internet more... how do you say? More exciting? Also, thank you so much, Neo Ninja, our latest and greatest space cadet. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Vector Spaceman Show. Mom, how close are you to home? We want to get started on this thing at some point. Spaceman Spiff, hello? Spaceman Spiff, did this man just come into my... I shouldn't make assumptions. Did this person just come into this stream and start dropping a Calvin and Hobbes reference? Well done. Oh, you're home. That's great. Thank you, Pom. Start posting malware to Twitter for nostalgia. Wouldn't that be great? All right. Sorry, I thought we were waiting on Pom because somebody in the chat said we were waiting on Pom. And there's too much in the chat for me to pay attention to because we're not used to this level of, you know, exposure and interaction. When do you get a helmet? Aster. I wonder if this command still works in the chat. Check this out, you guys. It is a pretty good subscriber badge, and do you know why? Because it was made in Flash. Check this out. If we put !helmet into the chat, does it work? It still works. Check it out. You can get your very own free Vector Spaceman Classic helmet that you can use as a live 2D item. You can put it on your own live 2D characters. It's pretty cool, and it comes with built-in expressions as well. Yeah, we gave that away when we, what's the word? When we started using the 2.0 model. So, you know, it's not as clean as the one I got on right now, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, check it out. Wear it around. Impress your friends. Rob a bank. Hide your identity. But safety first. Helmets. Nice. Where was it made? Space China? Isn't that still regular China? I'm not gonna get into that. Yep, free helmet for you, Buffy. Free helmet for you, Slimy. Not legal advice. Exactly. This guy's not even a real lawyer. So if I rob a bank with this helmet, will the space cops come after you instead? Possibly. It could be a case of mistaken identity. Okay, guys. Like I was saying before, this is a longer feature, so we are going to take a short break before the episode starts. We play a little bumper. This is pretty standard Spaceman fare, as it were. I want to encourage everybody to use the next couple of minutes to get yourself a drink. We're going to run an ad so that we don't accidentally get jumped by one. Grab a drink and or a snack, get yourself settled in, because the show moves surprisingly quickly, so you won't want to miss a scene. And then afterward, we'll be talking about the production process, the good and the bad, before closing out the show for the night. Again, thank you so much for being here, everyone. I'm so glad these have resonated so positively with so many people. Big Hype got my Vietnamese food and ready to go. Nice. We're locked in. We're set. Found a USB drive on the robber. It only had this spaceman helmet. Who could it be? Now, guys, I can't wait to show you the latest episode. All right, we're gonna break. We will be right back in a couple of minutes. Do not wander far. You guys, I gotta set up my cues here. There we go. Because when we come back, we are getting right into this year's Halloween special, you guys. All right, like 2-3 minutes, we'll be right back. All right, see you in a minute. We're back, you guys. We're back. I hope you're all fluidated or defluidated. Hope you got some snacks. I got something to munch on here. I got a big old boba tea. I'm going to be up even longer than I already have been. It's going to be great, and we're going to enjoy a special. You guys, it's time. It's time for the moment that you've all been waiting for. It's this year's Halloween special, you guys. Our latest animated feature. Once again, I can't thank our cast enough for collaborating on these projects. I hope you're all very proud of your work, you guys, and that you enjoy how it all came together. All right, everyone, I'm going to turn off alerts so that we don't get clapping and hooting and hollering in the middle of it, but thank you for the cheer. Oh, you carried Haster, did you? We're gonna see Haster's performance then. Let's do this, you guys. Let's get into it. It's the big show, the main attraction. Here it is, the Halloween special. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be great. We got snacks, we got games, we got tunes, we got everything. Harbor Station's gonna be the place to be tonight.
Are you sure? I haven't heard anyone else mention it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been getting messages all week. Food, parking, guest list. I mean, you guys weren't on it, but I figure the more the merrier, right?
Hey, Vector! Thanks for letting us use the station tonight. We really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. You know I always love a good partay. I've been waiting all week to get down.
Vector, I think you might have misunderstood. You're not invited, bud.
Wait, what? How come?
Vector, when I asked if we could use the station for girls' night, I thought it would be pretty obvious that it was girls only.
Oh, sure, like that makes any sense. You know, that's blatant discrimination is what that is. Seriously, how are you supposed to have any fun with just girls?
I mean, there are ways.
Listen, just stay out of the break room tonight, okay? I'm sure you guys can find something to do on your own.
Girls' night! Girls' night! Girls' night! Ugh, ew. What are you doing here?
Oh, come on. Even Neff gets invited? How is that fair?
Vector, I just told you, it's girls only. And Neff is a girl.
What?
He's not getting it.
You sure seem excited.
Yeah, what gives? You never want to hang out.
correction, I never want to hang out with you, because every time you three idiots get involved, we always wind up in some goofy-ass, fucked-up predicament.
Oh, come on, not every time.
Every time! Think about it. When was the last time we all hung out that didn't involve a monster, or ancient curse, or zombie attack, or real estate scheme, or some other over-the-top Scooby-Doo type episode?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
pretty
she's
true.
got a
That's a
point,
point
doesn't
there.
she?
Think about it.
See? Look, Mama, when we all took you out for your birthday, who forgot you in the airlock and ejected you halfway to Mars?
Vector.
And Palm, who cost your team the three-legged race at last year's space picnic and then woke up a colony of cannibal sewer people?
Dragon.
That's right! And Ellie, out of all the members of Nova Swarm, who is the only, and therefore objectively lamest, boy?
Well, I guess Rig, technically, but that doesn't seem like a fair...
Exactly! And what do all of our ludicrous misadventures have in common? Boys. And that's why you're not invited to girls' night.
Now wait a minute, you all could have made the exact same mistakes.
But we didn't, did we? And do you know why? Because we're girls, and we have brains, and common sense, and we're not a bunch of stupid, legless, mutant-headed nerds.
Hey!
Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna have a lovely evening without any shenanigans, or monkey shines, or rigmarole, and most importantly, without any boys. Later, bitches!
Have a good night, guys.
Well, fine then, see if we care. We'll just be out here doing guy stuff.
What do you guys think goes on girls' night?
Hard to say.
Girls' night. You know, I bet it was gonna be lame anyways. Probably just like gossiping and doing their nails and talking about boys. I'm telling you, whatever those girls are up to, we don't want no part of it.
Read 'em and weep, bitches.
Oh,
Again?
come on.
For real.
You're really good at this, huh, Lyra?
Trish, she must be counting cards or something.
You can't count cards in poker. It's all about skill. As they say, you don't play your hand, you play the people across the table. That, and I also use my sensors to monitor your pupil dilation, skin temperature, and facial microexpressions.
Well, hold on. That does sound like cheating.
Aw, man, what's better than this, huh? Just girls being gals. Who's doing?
Jamie, did you ante in yet?
I think I'm out of money.
Already? Damn, Sandwich, how are you so bad at this?
Jammy, you can't keep leaving your cards face up on the table. You've got to hide your hand.
But I have no hands.
Well, there's your problem. What else do you have then?
What else?
You know, to bet with. Gold bars, treasure map, a cool rock, keys to your ship, collateral.
Oh. I don't think I have any of that on me.
Well then, let's raise the stakes. Diddy Mouse, Sandwich, take a spin.
Whoa,
did you
whoa,
get
where'd you
that?
get that from? Whoa, easy there, deer hunter.
Nev, why do you have a gun?
I swiped it from behind the counter. Man, Spaceman sure is paranoid.
Maybe it's because someone keeps stealing his stuff.
Well, I'm sorry. Is it my fault that his stuff is so easy to steal?
Nev, how about you put that thing away before you hurt someone?
Oh, relax. I'm just joking around. I bet the thing's not even loaded. Here, look.
Wait!
I'll tap for 2.
Ah! Aw, man, I shot Jamie in the face.
Why the hell did you do that?
Well, I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident.
Neff, you said that thing wasn't loaded.
Stop yelling at me! Alright, fine, yes, I was wrong. But on the bright side, I'm pretty sure it's empty now, see?
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
hey,
whoa,
hey,
whoa,
hey,
stop,
hey,
stop, stop.
Let's stop that.
Jamie? Hey, Jamie, can you hear us?
Is she okay?
She's got a hole in her head. Somebody should call an ambulance. Or, Jambulance?
Jamie? Jamie? Oh no, you guys. I think we're too late. It looks like Jamie's dead.
Oh, wait. I've got one. Looks like this sandwich is toast.
No, you don't get to make jokes now.
Hey, is everything alright? We heard some yelling and some noise.
Yep, everything's fine. Don't worry, just girl stuff. You wouldn't get it. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Neff, what the hell? We have to tell the guys what happened.
Pom, listen to me. I showed up here tonight talking tremendous shit about how girls rule and boys drool and how they're always causing trouble for the rest of us. I can't go out there now and, tell them that within... How long have we been here?
8 minutes.
That within 8 minutes, we killed the galaxy's favorite talking sandwich. Think of the embarrassment, Pom. We'd never hear the end of it.
What do you mean, we?
Yeah, this one's all on you, Neff.
Hey, let's have a little more solidarity on girls' night, huh?
I'm gonna go tell Vector what happened.
No, Pom, please! Don't do this to me! He's a bitch! He's a narc! He'll rat me out! I've got a record, Pom! Do you know what'll happen to me? Damn it.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Casper Alpine presiding.
Ah, shit.
Please be seated. All right, let's see here. In the case of VTubers vs. Nephiton, am I saying that right?
No.
In the case of VTubers vs. Neff, the defendant is charged with 1 count possession of an unregistered weapon, 1 count reckless discharge of a firearm, and 1 count felony jam slaughter. Counsel for the defense.
Yes, Your Honor. Vector Spaceman, attorney at law.
Ah, shit.
Has the defense issued a plea?
I mean, I'm pretty sure she did it, Your Honor. So we should probably just wrap this up.
Are you kidding me? Hey, excuse me. This guy's not even a real lawyer.
Members of the jury, your deliberations?
Guilty.
Oh, absolutely.
I saw
Sounded
you
like
do
yeah, she
that.
did
She
that.
definitely did it.
Snakes! Snitches! I call mistrial! Do-over! This is unfair discrimination! Kangaroo court!
I hereby find the defendant guilty! Court adjourned!
Don't worry, Michael. This'll all be over soon. But you'll be alright. You're gonna make it out of here. You're gonna be a circus rat.
Neff, it's time.
Neff, you have been condemned to die by a jury of your peers. Electricity shall now be passed through your body until you are dead in accordance with state law. Do you have any final words before your sentence is carried out?
You know what? To hell with it. I do have something to say. Because if I'm going out swinging. First of all,
Roll on
weren't
two.
you just my lawyer? And also... Electricity! And that's what would happen.
That is not what would happen.
You don't know, man. Listen, I think we're all forgetting something important here. Jenny was my friend too, and I think that if she were still with us, she'd definitely not want me to spend the rest of my life in prison. In fact, I think she'd want us all to work together to make sure that doesn't happen. You know, she's probably up there somewhere in that big lunchbox in the sky, watching over us, thinking, at least my friends are all still safe and sound and looking out for one another. They sure know the real meaning of girls' night. That's the kind of world I want to live in, one where we can all make Jamie proud. So let's all come together and figure this thing out on our own, huh? What do you say? Do it for Jamie, you guys! For Jamie!
Nice try.
All right, that was a pretty weak speech. And yes, this is all 100% Neff's fault. But even still, I don't think they can send you to prison over this.
Oh, yo, for real?
How?
Well, legally speaking, it's not really a crime to shoot a sandwich. I mean, technically, I'm not sure if Jammy is even considered a person.
Damn, Lyra, that's cold.
So what? Neff just gets off scot-free then?
Yes! The system fails again, baby!
Not quite. For one thing, there's still all this mess to deal with. Something has to be done about Jammy's body. And as ridiculous as it sounds, Neff is right about one thing. If the boys find out about this, we'd never hear the end of it.
Is that really what we're worried about?
I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful to Jammy, but also I don't want those three rubbing this in our faces. Especially after all the stunts that they've pulled.
Their smugness. It mocks us.
What do we do then? We can't get Jammy off the station without going past the boys.
Oh, I know! We can get some string and some sunglasses, maybe a little hat. We'll hook it all together into a clever little contraption, and we'll just pretend she's still alive and sneak her out the door.
That's your plan? Weekend at Jammy's?
Well, you think of something then.
She is a sandwich. Couldn't we just,
I think I've had enough bodily desecration for one day.
If only Jammy were here, she'd know what to do.
All right, look, I know someone who might be able to help us. Maybe. Just maybe. But there's a good chance it's gonna involve some shenanigans.
Man, I hate shenanigans.
If it's our best shot, I say we go for it. All in favor?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, sounds about
May
right.
as well.
All right, Palm, make the call.
Who the heck was that?
Hi, Pom. I hurried over as fast as I could.
Hi, Maven. Everyone, this is Maven. Maven, this is everyone.
Hello there.
So, what's the plan?
Well, Maven's an expert in all things paranormal, so I figured, maybe we could reach out to Jammy from the beyond.
Ooh, like a psychic?
More like a medium. And I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but we might be able to make contact if we all work together.
What do we have to do?
First, we set the stage.
Ooh.
Now, everyone, hold hands and we'll begin.
Can you hear anything?
Stop talking and maybe I will. Ugh, nothing. Man, what kind of weak sauce is this? First they kick us out of girls' night, and now strangers just come waltzing into the station? They've gone too far.
Maybe we should just let them be. Isn't this what they're always complaining about? That maybe we get too involved?
After what they said about us, fat chance. And what was with all that yelling earlier? I'm telling you guys, something's up, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Spirits of the distant realm, excuse us for the fuss. When the witching hour rings, bring Jammy back to us. Other souls who hear our call stay banished from this place. Only Jammy we permit to enter sacred space. Spirits from beyond carry the voice of Galaxy Gemwitch back to us, that her friends might say their final farewells and send her gladly back beyond the veil. Now, call out from your heart to the spirit of Jammy. Beckon her to return to us and make her presence known.
Jammy.
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 Hi, Sandwich. I'm sorry I popped you in the face.
Neff.
What? That was from the heart.
This won't work unless we all take this seriously.
Well, I'm sorry, but everyone knows there's no such thing as ghosts or ghouls or spirits.
After all the things we've been through, that's where you draw the line?
Yep, it's just not possible.
I've seen plenty of skeptics before, but let me ask you this, Neff. How do you know for sure?
How do I know? One word. Humpsters.
What?
Humpsters!
I heard you. What the hell is a humpster?
An abomination, that's what. A mockery of life. A half-human, half-hamster hybrid, crafted by dark science for the sole purpose of genetic experimentation.
You mean like bomb?
I'm not a hamster.
Humpster.
Stop saying humpster.
Humpsters are lab-grown test subjects, used when human experimentation is too unethical. Imagine, countless souls ripped from the void for nothing more than medical and scientific trials, then cast back into oblivion before they're ever even born. A half-life that exists only by the grotesque machinations of man, only to ever know death at the hands of its own maker.
Well, that's horrifying, but what's your point?
My point is, if spirits were real, we'd see a shitload of fucked up humpster ghosts all over the place, not to mention the billions of other critters that die each and every day.
Categorically, there must be some worthwhile spiritual distinction when it comes to bugs, or fish, or humpsters, when compared to complex talking sandwiches.
Alright, well now we're just making up rules.
Neff, we're trying to fix your problem here. You could try to be a little more helpful.
Hey, I had a perfectly good 1989 comedy solution, but no, you got us a busted-ass witch who can't even summon the dead.
Maybe we can try something else, but I warn you, some of these methods can be unpredictable.
What do you mean, Maven?
The mothers of old passed down many secrets over the years, knowledge entrusted to us to safeguard for future generations. The language of emoticons, the cool S, the lost location of Penn Island, but none hold more power to divine and commune with the beyond than this. The spirits can provide us answers to our questions, but be warned, there's no telling whether other spirits may be listening.
Other spirits?
That's right. You don't know if the station would happen to be haunted, do you?
I don't think so.
Oh. Well then, I'm sure we'll be just fine. Now, if everyone's ready, let's begin. Clear your thoughts and focus on the image of Jammy. Once you've formed the connection in your mind, pick a color.
Red.
Wow, real synchronized.
Shut up. Red.
R, E, D. Now pick a number.
2.
Ooh. Oh, big deal. Purely a coincidence.
1, 2. Now we ask our first question. Jammy, are you with us now? Can you hear us? Pick another color.
Green!
Neff, don't just yell out stuff on your own.
It's too late, Palm. Once a choice is made, it cannot be unmade. The answer is... no.
No.
How can the answer be no if she's answering the question?
Man, I knew this was a waste of time.
It wouldn't make much sense unless the spirit answering wasn't Jammy.
What the hell is that?
We have contact!
Jammy, is that you?
Calm down, Jammy. We're here to help.
Take Neff, but leave the rest of us in peace.
Is it over?
Wait a minute. That's not Jammy. That looks more like...
Vector?
You know you got some nerve bothering spirits, asking them questions out of the blue. Don't you know that's dangerous sorcery you're messing with, Missy?
He sounds like Vector.
Well, why does he look so old and shitty?
Are you really Vector Spaceman?
Of course I am. Vector Spaceman the First.
Oh, God, there's more of them?
Oh, we know a spaceman. He looks a lot like you.
Yeah, you can always spot a spaceman. But you must be talking about my great-great-grandson. Haven't peeked in on him in a while. What's he up to these days? Off saving the galaxy, having adventures, making a name for himself?
He works at a gas station and makes cartoons.
Well, that's a letdown. But I guess they can't all be winners, though. You know, the name Spaceman used to mean something. Why, they used to call me a hero.
Oh, I have a question. Mr. Spaceman, what's in the Spaceman's secret recipe space punch?
Why, only the finest in space-age beverage technology. The secret ingredient is orange tang.
Oh.
Mixed with my own recycled urine.
I knew it!
How did you become a ghost, Spaceman?
And what are you doing all the way out here?
Well, I'll tell you. It's an historic tale of thrilling stakes and gripping adventure. It was the late 50s. Back then, I was an experimental test pilot in the early days of space travel. The Russians were up to their old tricks, always trying to get the jump on us, when one of their own flights went haywire. A satellite on an uncontrolled re-entry, and nobody could tell where it would land. Now those Ruskies didn't want to embarrass themselves, so they reached out to us. I was chosen as the pilot for a course-correct mission. We threw everything we had at it. The finest engineers, mathematicians, and former Nazi scientists money could buy. I docked with the satellite and completed my work. But there was one thing those Reds never told us. The satellite already had a passenger. Now, I couldn't just leave her there, so I did what any spaceman would do. I brought her on board my re-entry capsule and sent the satellite on a path into the ocean. But now there was a new problem. I only had enough oxygen for one, and so I knew what I had to do. Sometimes missions mean making tough choices, but I knew I'd saved more than just a dog that day. That's what it means to be a spaceman. But of course, they went and covered the whole thing up. Gosh darned Iron Curtain. And I've been floating out here ever since. Suppose that's probably why I haven't moved on yet. Never got the chance to be properly recognized.
He saved the dog.
You did the right thing, Spaceman.
Oh, please. None of that happened.
Of course it did. Young men like you need to learn your history.
Not a man. Also didn't ask. Actually, this is all kind of a misunderstanding. We were looking for the ghost of our friend Jammy. Have you seen her around? Sandwich-sized, friend-shaped, very nervous?
You mean like this?
Yeah, that's the one.
Something's wrong with her face.
Rude? Oh, the hole you mean. Yeah, that was my bad.
Well, I can't say I've seen any ghost sandwiches, but I do see opportunity.
Huh?
If what you've all said is true, then it sounds like the world needs a real Vector Spaceman. I would have preferred a better host, but I suppose this'll have to do.
Oh no, don't let him touch that body.
Ah! Oh no, he's a ghost! Oh no, he's a dick!
Neff, quick, use double kick.
Yeah! It's no use! Jemmy's body is too soft and spongy.
What are we gonna do?
Okay, let's go over this one more time. We're Victoria, Regeline, and Drenelope. We heard there was a party tonight, and we're looking for a good time. Now, they don't know us, because we're new in town, and we go to a different school.
Question. Why do you have these clothes at the station?
Yeah, that's not important right now.
And why are they in our sizes?
Hey, let's stay focused.
Vector, there's no way this is gonna work. The girls are gonna see right through us.
Ah, you're just emotional, Regeline. Have confidence. Now, put your game faces on, ladies. Let's go crash this party.
The power of crust compels you. The power of crust compels you.
You know, I'm starting to think we might have been a bit too harsh on the boys.
Say what you want, but that was a top-notch exorcist joke.
Back
for more?
Back off, asshole! Get your own sandwich!
Your friend's body is mine now.
There's no saving. Give up while you still can.
I won't give up on my friends, even if it means fighting ghosts, or wrestling monsters, or fisting robots, or saving Christmas. Even when the stakes are ridiculous, and we're staring down the barrel of some goddamn shenanigans, we never give up. This world's already got one spaceman too many, and we're gonna put a stop to you, no matter what it takes.
What are you all, stupid or something?
Maybe. I guess we're all just a little special.
Touching. But remember this. If I go, your friend Jammy goes too. You have no power here, boy.
And another thing, for the last fucking time, I'm not a
Hey there, girls. We're new in town, and we heard there was a...
Oh God! Look away!
My eyes!
Is he really gone?
I think so. You actually did it, Neff.
There's no way you knew that would work.
No, not at first. But then I thought, what would be the easiest way to freak out a spaceman?
I knew this was a bad idea.
Ugh. How do you unsee something?
And just where the fuck have you three been?
Wait, what?
You heard me. Well, you're off playing dress up. We're in here fighting goddamn space ghosts. What kind of friends are you, making us do all the work?
Hey, you specifically told us to stay out.
What, you didn't hear the gunshot, genius? How about you take some initiative? Now because of you, Jammy's dead.
What?
Nah.
Alright, well, maybe it wasn't your fault, but it's still an issue.
Man, not Jammy.
She was my favorite talking sandwich.
Did you try calling an ambulance?
Well, we would have, but
We did everything we could. Believe me, we're all going to miss Jammy, but there's just nothing more we could have done. We tried everything.
Did you try the kitchen?
Excuse me.
Man.
Not like that. I just mean, Jammy's whole body's made of bread, right? Did anyone think of just plugging up the hole?
Les rêves des amoureux sont comme le bon vin. Ils donnent de la joie ou bien du chagrin. Affaibli par la faim, je suis malheureux. Pas longtemps chemin, tout ce que je peux, car rien n'est gratuit dans la vie.
What do we do now?
How do you feel, Jammy?
Oh, I feel dizzy. Did I hit my head or something?
Yeah, you fell down, bud, and then you jammed all over the place. It was pretty gross.
What? Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, you should be.
Neff.
Well, another exciting episode comes to a close.
And for once, it wasn't our fault.
Yeah, it was.
Excuse me?
You should have known something like this would happen. There's no excuse for negligence.
Oh, well, that doesn't seem fair.
You know what? After all we've gone through tonight, I'm just going to agree with Neff.
Oh, wait, what?
I mean, it's not like this is the weirdest thing that's happened to us.
We really should have seen it coming.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. Harbor Station is nothing but trouble.
Oh, that's not true. What about all the good times?
Funny, I can't remember them right now.
Me neither. I'm done with space.
For real? Jammy, come on, you're on my side, right?
No. But hey, nice dress, Vector.
Man, what's with all this solidarity?
Must be a girls' night thing.
And that's why you can't have girls' night at the station.
Man!
Did you guys enjoy this year's Halloween special? Oh, I guess I should turn on the alerts again. I see people using claps and cheers and such. I don't know if that takes a minute to re-register. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you so much for your appreciation for all our hard work. Not just our hard work, but our hard work. Talking about all the cast members. So good, so good. So good, though. Big thanks to all the cast. To our central cast, to our supporting cast. Thank you for the bits, even. Thanks to everybody who applied to be extras. Even if you're, just your little faces were visible in the back of those courtroom scenes or whatever, it really helped fill out the shot. We appreciate everybody's contribution. Wasn't it fun, though? Did we enjoy that? It was fantastic. Thank you so much. Look at all this positivity. What's with all this solidarity in the chat? Jeez. Jeez. Must be a special thing. Impressive work. Good job, cast members. Yes. Keep up the good work, everybody. It must be a girls' night thing. Big thanks to everybody. Big thanks to chemical stimulants. Big thanks to energy drinks. Big thanks to those Coca-Colas with the coffee in it. Big thanks to everything that kept me working this past week. Trying to push it out on time. We did it, guys. We did it. Let's take a moment to talk about our favorite moments of the special. There's one scene in particular, which I think is my favorite, and it's sort of an unintentional moment. Maybe you guys might have spotted it. Take a guess. Take a guess. What do you think was it is the scene that I'm talking about. It's just such a lovely little shot. It might get overlooked, but I just think it's so funny the way it was edited in. And tell us what your favorite parts of this of the special were. I like when people showed up to watch the electric chair execution. Yeah, that's something they used to do. Space Grandpa, what with the little, the depossession, oh, or the getting airlocked. Vector with the bow tie. Vector with the bow tie is a pretty good one. That's sort of like a blink and you'll miss it with the bow tie and the little glasses. I really do hope you guys all enjoyed. Thanks again, everybody who... The Leica segment, that's a good one. Like, even just watching that back and editing it, I was like, this is an emotional segment. This is what I mean when I'm talking about, like, this is, like, the sweetest special that we've done. Like, emotionally. It's got those heartstring tugging moments. It's got, like, super innocent Jammy, which really works as a character. The guys in drag, in the dresses. That's such a great reveal. Let's go over this one more time. Bam. Guys in dresses. The boys as girls. Way too emotional for a VTuber special. Dragon Durant. Oh, yo, did you guys see what Neff just did? Good one. That's a good one. Victoria, Regeline, and Drunelope. We've got so many more character options now, you guys. He did save the dog. No, here, I'm gonna show you guys my favorite little segment. Except it's probably going to, I clipped it specifically because I knew I was gonna want to show it off. But it's probably gonna try to re-show the special again when I switch over to the other scene. So I'm just gonna stop that very quickly. Yo, check this out. Nope. Stop that. You stop that. Alright, this is the scene I was talking about right here.
Maybe it's because someone keeps stealing his stuff.
Well, I'm sorry. Is it my fault that his stuff is so easy to steal?
That little doink on the helmet was not something that was written into the script. It was just a moment where I saw Jammy like blink suddenly, and it was like, oh, you know what? We could do something with that. So that was not written in. That's just like a background little thing. It's so good. It's so funny. I want to see it again. Do it again, Jammy. Come on.
Maybe it's because someone keeps stealing his stuff.
Well, I'm sorry. Is it my fault that his stuff is so easy to steal?
Doink. That's good, man. That's good. That's so good. Good work, Spaceman. Thank you, Spaceman. The little... You know, sometimes you just see opportunity, and you gotta grasp it. You gotta clasp it and grasp it, and put a little blast tap. Doink. Thank you, Jammy. Jammy's up in here, been watching, of course. I hope you enjoyed, Jammy. Do we think that we might get to see the jam monster again? Those tentacles and everything going on? See, this is why I love working with Jammy, you guys. Here, while we're at it, even though Jammy's not streaming proactively at the moment, Galaxy Jam, which we're gonna make sure that everybody follows Jammy, because it's the right thing to do. But this is why I love working with Jammy. Is Jammy is also a self-produced streamer like ourselves. So anytime we need like some crazy model change or something like that to facilitate a shot, Jammy's on it. And Jammy's always, you know, down with these ideas. Like, Jammy, what if we wanted to get you shot in the head, so we need your glass on your dome to be cracked and a big hole in your head? It's like, yeah, 10 minutes. I'm on it. Done. And then we have the basis for a whole special. Like who else could we have done that with? We could not have shot any other character in the face. Because, first of all, it would be a lot, I guess, grosser and gorier and what have you. There's just something about Jam. It lets us sneak past the censors, as it were, I guess is the thing. Somehow it seems more digestible. I wonder what flavor the jam bits were. Ah, good question. Or perhaps not a good question. Let Jammy hear you say stuff like that. And why were they different color on palm? That was probably just a keying issue. Like, I could tell slight variations because people... Here's how it works. We record on color keys. So if somebody's using like a blue and somebody's using like a purple or something like that, we have something that's transparent. Like it'll mess it up a little bit. Oh, look at this, you guys. Lila of the Wind, our latest and greatest space cadet. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the program tonight. And also, yes, please don't eat Jammy. We only have one Jamwich. Jam is closer to Danganronpa. Yeah. Exactly. You need like the off-colored sneak by the sensor fluid or substance. Revan, how are you doing? You were in the special. I hope you enjoyed. The little monster isn't uncrustable. Yeah, well, I think we sort of wrote ourselves away, not to have to continue that story with that little Vector and Neff exchange in the post-credits. But who knows? Maybe we'll get to see little jam bits, little jam bites terrorizing our characters in the future. Talk about challenges, though, when it comes to making this. So issues of having too many characters on screen was ultimately what caused so many delays in the production. Because usually when we're doing these, it's like Neff, Dragon, Vector, and then maybe a couple other characters on screen at a time. And that's not so much to worry about. But when you've got all the girls on screen, like 7 or 8 of them at the same time, that starts even my Vector Space PC, it starts to chug. Not to mention, like those whole courtroom scenes, those had to be pre-rendered out and everything like that. Do them in layers. I knew that was going to be an issue. We had a main cast of 15 different live 2D models with over 800 video files for this performance. It was our most intricate production yet. Alpine slamming the hammer. Yeah, where he just goes ham at the end there, and it transitions into the thunderclap. That was good design, Spaceman. That was a good design. Can confirm Jammy tastes like anxiety. Yeah, that's what she tastes like. It was in the script even. Missed a few things here. Good to know I'm not the only one who struggles with color keying. Well, here's the thing, is that we can't say, alright, everybody uses a green screen, because we've got characters like Anayu and Kohaku and Ellie who are predominantly green, so it would mess them up. So we can't really go for character consistency, unfortunately. Well edited, very good. Too lazy to edit like that anymore. No, we need more people doing, outlandish projects like this. Aggressively low stakes script work and video production. I see Riggs arguing cube rule stuff again. Whole lot of video files. It is a whole lot of video files. You're absolutely right. Do you feel like your color blindness messes with that process? I don't, because my color blindness is very mild, and that's why I usually only bring it up as an excuse. But one interesting thing that I found out when I was editing this is that we can't do and you probably notice this if you were to rewatch it, is we can't really do shots of all the girls where their feet are touching the ground, or where all of their feet can be seen visible at the same time, because then we get into issues of scaling. Everybody's kind of different, and the big outlier on this is Lyra, because when Lyra gets scaled up to the same size as everybody else, she ends up being over 7 feet tall. So we have to drag her down and out of frame. Yeah, she's just too tall. Get how tall Zenobia is too. Well, Zenobia we can kind of scale a little better, because she can have like spindly little stick legs, because she got a big head like Spaceman does. So if you just scale down the head to be regular people head sized or close to it, then she doesn't look so outlandish. Lyra's height is classified, yeah, but Riggs isn't, and Ellie's isn't. So by process of comparison, equals big. Equals very, very big. Lyra's height fluctuating is canon. Yeah, you just gotta hide her behind something, drag her out of the way. It's modular, yes. It fits, you know, it's subject to the requirements of the scene. And that's what we like. We like Swiss Army characters that we can just inject. Secretly a Titan. Very, very skinny Titan. That's the thing, you drag her down to the same, like, waist-high level as everybody else, she looks normal. It's just those, like, double-length legs. Go-Go Gadget Extendo legs, exactly, yeah. Or its regular legs stood on top of a pair of stilts. Who knows? Who knows? These are not questions that I can answer. I'm not privy to the secrets. Well, you guys, once again, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. It was a great little show. It was a great little program. I really had fun editing it together. You're going to be able to find the replay of this broadcast, as well as just the animated bit itself, which will be uploaded shortly, over on the YouTube page, which you can find via these links. Follow us on YouTube and you'll always be up to date. Not only on VODs, but also on animated segments that we put out. Hope you guys enjoy those and continue to enjoy these as we continue to make more going into year 3. Thank you for the hydrate. I really should. And stretch. We love a good stretch. After a little special. After a little Vector Spaceman and Friends special. Yes, sirree. Well, I'm very tired, you guys. Because we spent a good deal of days working on this. But let's just briefly touch on, year 3. It's our 2nd year anniversary. Going forward, what are we going to be doing? Things to highlight. We want more skits and sketches. We want shorter productions more frequently, I think is what we want to aim for. Year 3, baby! And yes, it is time to sleep, Palm. You're absolutely right. Whew. Because we were up all day last night, or this morning, or whatever technically was, trying to get everything edited together and get that little trailer out, and get all the credit sequences done. I think this was a very good credit sequence, too. I had fun with that one. Go hibernate, yes. Didn't you say this last year? Yeah, yes I did. Yes I did. And to be fair, we kind of did, because the summer special became a shorter bit, which you guys can view if you check out the YouTube page. Canada Day little skit, which would have been the intro to the summer special, which hopefully we'll get to actually do the summer special this year, because it'll be the Olympics, and that's nice theming. And there's a lot we could do with that. That's the thing I've always said. Like, as long as we have jokes that we want to tell, we'll continue to do this. And we do have jokes that we would still like to tell. So what can you look forward to? Probably do 1 or 2 Valentine's Day skits. I've got some ideas for that. Summertime stuff. I don't know if we're going to do a Christmas bit this year. It certainly won't be as big as last year's, because we would have to be working on that already at this point. You are free to meme dinosaur short arms. Can't wait to swim in Paris's awful river. We'll be on location. That'll be fun. At the Olympics. Yeah, what sports would each of these characters be well suited for? Or least suited for? That's even better. Or is it just gonna turn into like Laugh Olympics? Like wacky races type stuff. We'll see. We'll see. But of course, the big project, the 3D model, that's going to take some time. I would like to experiment with that, or redesign the 2D model to be a little more dynamic now that we know more about rotation modifiers and physics and stuff like that, like we've got very basic physics on the model, little danglies, little what do you call that? Microphone arm and what have you. But we could be doing more. Yeah, 3D vector would definitely take it to a new level. Then we need a 3D cast. That becomes a lot of work, Spaceman. What have you got planned, Spaceman? I guess we'll just have to stay tuned and find out, you guys. 3D is Vertex Spaceman. Yo, that's true though. Vector Spaceman, the sixth or a whole new generation. SpongeBob 3D. just that low, crunchy resolution stuff. 3D can also mean less custom animation, hopefully. Well, that's the other benefit to it. Is you don't have to sort of, I guess, dance around certain limitations. You know, it was another great scene. Why don't we see if we can pull it up? Check this out. I really love this sequence. Where are you? You, and we're just gonna scrub through the video here. Too far. Here it is. This. Neff getting dragged. And the arms around Palm's legs. And you guys might not have noticed this. We had to remove Palm's tail in the shot. And little continuity error. We forgot to add it back in post. Aw, shucks. Well, you don't really notice though, because you notice the little tread marks that Neff's leaving behind, and her distress. Wrapped around the legs. It was a really good shot. Super happy with that one. Yeah, little bloopers, you know? Feel like you're an aficionado of Vector Spaceman specials. There are always one or two continuity errors or editing mistakes that make it through these. See if you can find some in the other Vector Spaceman specials, because there's always at least one. There's always at least one. After this moment, canonically, Palm has no tail no more. I don't know if that's true. Unless we forgot to add it back in on all the subsequent shots, in which case, uh-oh. Bad filmmaking. Uh-oh. Oh no, it wasn't added back on for anything? Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's fine. You spend a lot of the time sitting. Or surrounded by girls. It gets obscured. Cancel it, grab the... Yeah, we're done with the Vector Spaceman specials. This was a wash. Unprofessional. Gah. I can't believe it. Worst experience that I've ever had on a Saturday, November the 4th, 2023, on the Vector Spaceman Show. 1 star. Call your local reviewer. That was Neff's imagination. She's such a clutch that she forgot Palm has it. Yes! Pastor coming in with the save, with the technical save. That's right, because it was all a, and that's why you can't have girls' night. Thank you for reminding me, Haster. It wasn't a poor editing mistake that we forgot to add it back in when we were recording. No, it was something more meta and contextual. See, you guys got to start reading into Vector Spaceman specials like Haster does. Of course. Yes, all educated people agree. Starbucks cup sitting on the table of the medieval TV show. Exactly, yes. It's like, what does it mean? It means, somebody's getting a bigger check and they want to finish up their series real fast. They can move on to other stuff. But not us. No, sir. We're going to keep making Vector Spaceman specials as long as we can. Love Vectors Please to be part of Girls' Night. Well, it's blatant discrimination is what it is. How can you have fun with just girls? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. What if there was a spaceman? Isn't there always room for a spaceman? Leave room for spaceman. That's what they say. Of course. All right, you guys. So we've got plans for year 3. I hope that we'll get to share some of it with you as we progress into the next year, which is to say, tomorrow onward. For now, like everybody's been saying, I am going to go get myself some rest, some much needed rest. Thanks for being here tonight, you guys. Check this out. I want to say a big thanks to each and every one of you for tuning in tonight, wherever and whenever you are. Now, you can join us again next week. We're going to be back. Regularly scheduled programming, weekdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, live right here at Harbor Station. We'll catch you on the other side, Space Cadets. Until then, of course, no matter what life throws your way, good luck and Godspeed. This is Vector Spaceman signing off. So long, everybody. Have a great night. Ta-ta. Thanks for coming out. It was great. We love you so much. Until next time, so long. Where's my scenes? There we go. Bye-bye.